Hey team, wanted to make a video to update on the vegan initiative. I know I started off it was kind of rough. I started off vegetarian, and then so it was January vegetarian, February vegan, and then March vegetarian, and then April got goofed because we had a bunch of stuff, and I made dairy things, and I had eggs and leftover into April, and I didn't want that food to go to waste, so I ended up finishing off those foods. So I said, as punishment of sorts, I would have an extra month of veganism. So I finished off the vegetarian food in April, and then the rest of April was vegan. May was vegan, and now we are halfway through June, and it has also been vegan. So, this was an initiative that was kind of born of, I became vegan. I was actually vegan in 2019. I started, and I became vegan for 5 years. But then I stopped because I wanted to do some work with animals. I wanted to homestead, and so I wanted to have bees, and I wanted to have goats, and so I wanted to be able to use their fur, and I wanted to be able to collect honey and things like that. And I was also worried about my bones. So I wanted to have dairy again, and so I went ahead and just started eating dairy again. The vegan diet actually started because I wanted to be conscientious about the environment, and I wanted to conserve those resources. I was saying, I don't need those resources if it's a detriment, if it's going to be too much to have that many livestock available for humans. The less we need, and so we can spend more energy, time, and resources on things that are more important, or things like that. So that's why I wanted to be vegan. It wasn't like a moral choice per se. It was about the resource management, and just making sure that I just felt like it was the right choice. And so I still wanted to kind of reflect that and be mindful of that this year. Which is why I said every other month I was going to be vegan, vegetarian. And that's like a common initiative if you are worried about resource management, is to say, hey, I'm only going to eat white meat, or hey, I'm only going to have meat every other night, or something like that. And I'm vegetarian. I have been for a very long time, so it's meat isn't really on the menu, but that's an example, like, where people can make small changes to their diets, and kind of in the for good, just to be more mindful of resources. So I also got to experiment a lot, and I loved a lot of the vegan foodstuffs. When I was vegan for 5 years, I thought, this is completely sustainable. I 100% could do this for forever. And then I became I went back and forth vegan, vegetarian, and I had no money, and so I think that transition period was, I want my dairy, I want it, and so then being vegan all of a sudden became hard again. And then I'm still going to the grocery store, is like, yep, I'm still gonna get my vegan yogurt. I don't care, I like yogurt, I want it, and so I'll get the vegan yogurt and things like that. But so there was that brief moment where I was like, I don't want to be vegan, it's so hard, I don't want to, and then that was when I literally just had like popcorn, and there was a bottle of ranch in the fridge just staring at me. So things have changed a little bit since what was that? I think February. I think that was February that I was just like, I don't want to be vegan right now. It's so hard. but yeah, so now things are okay. I don't mind being vegan. I like being vegan. I guess I am able to find the supplemental things that I need at the grocery store, so it's not a hardship to be vegan. And it's been 3 months, so now I'm kind of back in the swing of things, and it's like, no, yeah, this is totally fine, and I'm back into the usual, whatever. And so so I will say I wasn't able to find vegan mayonnaise at the grocery store. I have lettuce, and so I wanted to make a BLT, or like an LT, lettuce and toast sandwich with mayonnaise. When I was growing up, we would have BLTs, and so I would make toast. So it was just a throwback, shout out kind of meal, but I couldn't find the veganese. So that one kind of went to nothing, but it's okay. Toast and veganese with lettuce. It actually, with buttered toast, it's actually really, really good. And then, but I suppose, I'm an adult now, and I found out that I like tomatoes, so I could even add the tomatoes, and then it could be like without the bacon, lettuce, tomatoes is what BLT stands for. So, but I've been vegetarian for so long that I would never have the bacon, so. But bacon was one of my favorites before I became vegetarian in 2006. So and I don't think I ever tried an actual bacon, lettuce, tomato sandwich with bacon, and I'm not mad. I don't mind. I don't want to eat meat again. So ta-da, there's that. But fine, taking it in stride. I will say I do want to order pizza, cheesy, delicious pizza, and so we're coming towards the end of June, and I do want it. So it's totally fine, but then you get these urges, and so there's not really a vegan pizza place that delivers around here. I know when I was living in the cities, I could get vegan pizza delivered, and they had the same chain up in Duluth, and I could get without cheese too, from one of my favorite pizza places. So I was pretty much set, and now I know that I can have cheese pizza coming up, and so it's just like, yay, 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 yay. So got a couple weeks left on that, and then I'm very excited about that. But I don't know, we'll see. But I just wanted to update on the vegan thing. So this year's vegetarian challenge. What are your thoughts? Have you been vegetarian? Have you been vegan? Tell me about it.